from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to come out throwing. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Preston Smith there on the stop. The Broncos at 1-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He completes this to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down.
They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
14.
On second and goal, Wilson, touchdown!
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Again, it's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And now off to the races down the right side. 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ball again on second down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
69 yards.
And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That second down play nets a -4.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
23 yards on the play. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert! Bang out!
Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here we go!
Paul again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
usually love to see.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it up.